It's Christmas of 2022. My alarm goes off. It's 4:30 a.m. in the morning and it's my first day of self-improvement. Now, leading up to this was not such a pleasant time at all. Over the past month or so, I just got my board exam results and it was pretty horrible. And I would say a year or so prior to getting those results, my life was horrendous. I mean, more than anything, mentally, it was horrendous. I didn't know what to do with my life. I had no goals. And if you guys know, as a man, at some point you realize this, as a man, the only way you actually feel happy and feel good and almost fulfilled is when you have something to work towards to. And for the most part, that year or so, I had nothing. I didn't know what I wanted. And it's like I just needed something to signal to me to move up, and that was getting bad exam results. Even though at that time it was a horrible thing that happened to me. Looking back, I'm very thankful it happened because if it did not, I would probably be in the same exact spot I was in life and never making progress. So it's 4:30, my alarm rings, as I said, and I wake up, turn on the lights, and bang out 50 push-ups. I'm not exaggerating this one bit. I literally wake up, turn on the lights of the room, bang out 50 push-ups, and I head out for my cardio session. And a few days go by, and I soon unconsciously I go through this transition period of changing my own identity. I stop looking at myself and identifying myself as this person, this lonely person who'd always, every day, go to school, carry his bag, sit around, talk to no one, be depressed, fail all his exams. I stopped. That identity that I had so ingrained in my head just completely vanished. And I soon started to identify myself as the guy who's so disciplined and who's way above everyone else his age. And here I am about a year later, a completely freaking new person. And I'm very proud of the person I've become. You know what I will often think to myself? Self improvement shouldn't even be a thing. Just think about it. Just think about the amount of people that join self improvement month after month, year after year. All you guys watching this video as well. And you know, it may seem amazing, but it's actually sad that a lot of young men find the need to fix their lives. You shouldn't be fixing your life. Imagine more and more people are hopping on self improvement purely because they need to fix their life. That's sad. Sure, it's good that it's happening. They are taking action, but in itself, that's a sad thing. And where do you think this whole need to fix your life actually begins from? Social media, Instagram, TikTok? No, from our education system. Imagine, you're a young boy in class, or you're just a young 10-year-old boy, and you're being forced by a teacher to sit down in class and listen to her for about 6 hours a day. Sit on a table, don't talk, don't fight, don't play around, just listen to the teacher and write down math equations. And the thing is, as society in society, we don't even think about this anymore. Our parents and stuff, they don't think about it because this has been the way for so long now that it takes a special effort to even recognize it. Just think about how ridiculous that sounds. Yeah, I know, we may not be able to, I'm not going to be able to probably do anything to change it, but we all must voice out and hopefully, the system changes in the future. I genuinely believe it will because more and more young men, day after day, month after month, year after year, are realizing that we are stuck in this stupid pathway of life and we're not even realizing it. Just imagine you're literally being forced to sit down in a damn class 6 hours a day. That pisses me off. I've scripted this video out, but just saying it out, it's like you can't learn what you want. You can't do what you makes you happy, what you enjoy, what you may have a super good talent in singing. Nope. Sit and do your exams. That's more important. Imagine this, yeah. Let's say you have your board exams to attend and you have a singing competition that you have signed up for. Okay, that could possibly, if you perform well, it could give you huge credits and you could actually start to move upwards. What do you think our parents are gonna say? Nope, go do the board exams. Do you think God has put us on this planet to sit and just listen to someone 6 hours a day? Hmm? I don't think so. I remember in 11th grade last year, I would sit in this business studies class that I was in. Business studies. What stupidness. I would sit there, and this sir, right, it's the guy who's teaching me, he would constantly be at me because I think most teachers were like that because I would be always the super quiet one in class, and there were only like freaking 15, 16 kids in that class. And this guy would always be after me asking all the questions. And obviously, for most of them, I had no answer because just imagine, I'm literally depressed. I'm lonely. I have nothing to go for. Nothing's going for me in life, and you're asking me about something related to business. And one thought that would always I had in my mind was, if this guy actually knew at least a thing about business, he's not going to be sitting in this class teaching me. Don't try and tell me, oh, he liked teaching students more than earning more money. I mean, that itself was so difficult for me to, actually listen to him because it's like, bro, you don't know anything. You really don't know anything. If you knew something about business, why the heck are you sitting here talking nonsense to me about this? Like, no, you obviously don't know anything, and that itself was such a, like a block in my head. Like, I don't, it's like I'm trying to listen to this guy, but my mind's like, bro, this guy doesn't know anything. Don't listen to him. And the main problem, despite all this with school is the fact that it'll never ever teach us to deal with real life problems. I will often speak about this to my mom, and she'll obviously disagree with me because she's so biased towards it that you think, you need school. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just imagine, okay, you're a 16-year-old boy, you're getting into your teens, the serious years of your life, the serious teen years of your life, where usually, a lot starts happening at this point. Would you benefit from learning how to find the angle of some stupid triangle in maths? Or would you benefit from dealing with, okay, how to deal with your mental health problems, how to deal with the change in your hormones? Which would you benefit more of a 16-year-old boy? Isn't that like common sense? Common sense. Even in maths, I'll be sitting there, the most difficult thing for me because it's like I'm genuinely trying to, get good grades. And I'm sitting here thinking, I cannot accept the fact that a guy sitting here and teaching me how to find the angles of some stupid triangles and squares is gonna at benefit me at all in my life in the future, maybe 10 years time. Like I just can't imagine it. I don't hear a single businessman talking about how maths really helped them. Sure, addition, subtraction, nothing else other than that. And this used to be the biggest like block in me actually trying to learn and understand things, but that's besides the point. Instead of teaching us, how to make money, maybe provide for our parents and, help them live better. Nope, sit and learn Pythagoras theorem. Whatever, Pythagoras, whatever theorem. Stupid. One thing I am definitely happy about is there are so many young men. It's very wholesome thing to see a lot of young guys, and I keep saying guys because not many women are in self-improvement. But for guys to, get out of this trap and realize it at a young age is genuinely, it's a great thing. So many people, it's like nowadays I would often think, before you're even born, it's like society has already set up a road that you need to walk. Yep, you're born, eat your food, grow up a bit, go to nursery, go to school, go get a freaking job, get married, and then die. Live a miserable life. That's what the average person, probably 70 to 80% of the population lives. It's sad. And the best thing is, now people are actually like, you're walking down this road and midway through they're stopping and thinking, what the hell am I doing with my life? And then they're taking their own path. They're creating their own path. I am creating my own path. You must create your own path too. The best thing, you can genuinely do to take back control over your life is to set up a routine. I know it sounds very simple, but have you actually done it and stuck to it? Right now, as you're watching this, take down a book, a piece of paper, and write down everything you have to do in a day. I will literally show you an example of, I'll put up a screenshot of what my typical days looks like. And you don't have to copy the times or what time I wake up, what time I go to bed. You don't have to. But what I want you to do is know that what are the tasks that you have to go do in the day. Perhaps you got to go to school. Perhaps you got to study. Perhaps you got to go to the gym. Whatever is, write it down. The biggest thing people can't, the biggest problem why people can't actually do the tasks that they're setting out to do is because they have no way of, organized schedule. They absolutely don't. Because imagine this, you have a schedule. You have, okay, certain time blocks. Okay, 9 to 11 a.m. I'm in the gym. From from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. I'm working on something, then it's like you're gonna do it anyway. You're not gonna have that time to think, oh yeah, I could push this off a little bit later. Let me just watch a Netflix episode now. Those thoughts aren't gonna enter your head. And what I want to tell you guys, is a big thing of self improvement, a lot of people don't talk about is understanding that you're not going to be perfect every day. This really, mentally was a big issue with me before because I would set up a schedule and I'd do it, but once in a while, or more than once in a while, I've not been able to follow it. And most of the times, it's not even in my control. For example, a few days ago, I was in the gym and my mom called me. After the gym, I usually go back, take a shower and film my videos. But my mom was like, she got some leg injury and she had to go to the doctor and I had to go with her. And usually, if you ask me like few months back, this would be a huge like mind block in my head because it's like, oh no, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to be super perfect with my routine. But you got to know that what the schedule that you're writing down is your perfect day, your ideal day that may happen maybe once in every 2 or 3 weeks, your perfect day. And if you can even accomplish 30 to 40, maybe even 50% if you're lucky of that on a consistent basis, you should generally be proud of that. Imagine how much better that is compared to your actual days now. Just imagine. And I think the key is to prioritize certain tasks. For me, for example, I'll just give a quick example. Out of my routine, the most important two things are going to the gym, hitting the gym, getting in my workout, and filming my videos and posting them. Those are the two main things. The other things like reading, meditating, journaling, sure, I'll do it when I can, but if I can't or I'm doing something else in that time block, I'm not going to stress over it. I'm getting what I need to get done. So I urge you guys to prioritize certain things that are really really important to you, and that way it's like, just if you can't be perfect, at least try to get those things done. Try your best, and that's all that you can really ask for. And your routine may even change over time, but the important thing is consistency, because as long as you're consistent with the routine, consistently doing the hard tasks, you're way ahead of the game, bro.